12 of 15 days of foundation. Crazy. 3 more days left. Not gonna lie, these past few days have been a little bit brutal, but we're in it to win it. If you're new here, this is where we're trying out a new foundation every single day for 15 days. So if you haven't seen any of the videos from day 1 through 11, I'm going to link all those down below in a playlist called 15 Days of Foundation. Today's foundation is one I haven't seen any reviews on yet. This is the j.cat HD Perfection SkinSealer Foundation, and I saw this first on their Instagram. If I can figure out how to freaking put the Instagram video right here, I will. I drew in waterproof lip liner on their arm, put water over it, rubbed it, didn't come off, and then they completely covered it with the HD SkinSealer Foundation. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, full coverage, sign me up. If you're new to my channel, I have combination skin with cystic acne. I like a fuller coverage foundation, and I do get oily in my T-zone usually. So you can now find JCAT Beauty at Ulta. I don't believe this is released anywhere except their website right now. I'm guessing this will probably be on Ulta soon since the rest of their line is there. So you can find this online, JCAT Beauty. This foundation retails for $7.99, which freaking rocks. Great price point. There's 0.85 ounces of product, so a little bit less than normal. It comes in 10 shades. I have the shade 101 Cool Vanilla. I also have the shade 102 Air Fresh Vanilla, so I'm going to insert swatches right now of these two shades compared to other foundations that I own. So you can... I would just like to say that it is 10 p.m. at night right now, and I'm editing back this footage, and I forgot foundation swatches. So we are doing it right now. Alright, we made it. Swatch time. Right here is the j.cat foundation in 101. This is 102. This is Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, lightest shade. This is the Catrice foundation that I did a review on. This is the Golden Rose Stick foundation, clearly quite a bit lighter than most of these. Actually, all of these. And this is Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless 110. By the way, ignore the eyeliner mark on my eye this entire video. Sorry about that. Let's read some of the claims. It says it's a flawless, full coverage foundation that gives the skin the most beautiful natural finish. It is lightweight, so it's undetectable on the skin. A long-lasting foundation that lasts throughout a full day of work. Well, great. So that's pretty much all it says on their website. They do have some nice deeper skin tone shades if that is you. If you guys like this video at any point and are excited about 15 days of foundation, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And again, because I'm still getting questions, I am going to be ranking all the foundations 1 through 15 at the end of this series. I'm going to be making a best and worst of 15 days of foundation. If you want to see how this foundation applies and wears throughout the day, you're in the right place. Just keep watching. I'm wearing the smallest bun of life right now. That's what happens when you have to chop off all your hair. Thought we were gonna have issues. The camera literally wouldn't focus on my face. It is 6:16 a.m. right now, so attempting to be extra quiet. So my skin is pretty bad this morning. When I went to sleep last night, I had these two forming, and then I was really bad and attempted to pop this one. So that's what's happening on the face. Also have a big one coming on my chin. Don't know if it was from the last two foundations I used. I don't know. But we are up, carping the DM. I actually have a meeting with a potential client this morning, which is why I'm up this early. Have to film this, prep for that. And then later on today, I have my third appointment of Botox for my migraines. When she does it, she usually has to take off like all the foundation on my forehead. So I want to have it on long enough so that I can check in before that. Great, so I am going to prime half my face today with the Makeup Forever Step 1 hydrating primer that we used yesterday. And I'm going to apply this to the right side of my face. Wow, these ones are like really out to party today. So I'm going to use this Brushworks brush on one side of my face and then the Morphe sponge on the other side of my face. This is super nice for blending out foundation. Just buffs it really quickly and easily. So I have the shade 101 Cool Vanilla and 102 Fresh Vanilla. Air Fresh Vanilla. I'm going to go with the lightest one. I haven't swatched these yet, so hopefully this is the right one to go with. And I'm just going to pump some of this on the back of my palette. From the Instagram video that I saw, this is super full coverage, which is exciting. The consistency is super thick. It kind of reminds me of the Milani 2-in-1 concealer foundation that I did a full review on as well. It smells like soap. It looks very gel-like. Super dewy. off of that layer, it looks like about a medium coverage to me. You can still see freckles and stuff right here and some scarring. So this side, I did not get full coverage. Let's do the sponge side and then go back in for a second layer. Shade-wise, this definitely looks dark. Next time, I would definitely mix in Manic Panic or some kind of mixer or lighter foundation because this does look too dark. The finish and coverage looks about the same on both sides to me. Looks like a medium coverage. So let's go in for the second layer. I'm gonna have to majorly blend this one down the neck since it is too dark. I still don't feel like it's totally full coverage with that second layer. Looks really moisturized and kind of gel-like, but I can still see imperfections coming through and some acne, so I wouldn't call this full coverage. Since this is super dewy, this would be a good one to probably mix in with like Estee Lauder Double Wear or a Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. Probably try with the Kat Von D since that one is way too light for me, the L42. And this one is pretty dark. Alright, so here's what it looks like up close. As you can see, it's super luminous and it's sitting on my forehead fine. It's not clinging to any dry patches or anything, but it definitely isn't full coverage. As you can see, this is still coming through. We have spots right here coming through. This side looks like it has a little more coverage maybe. It's looking very dewy right now. This is probably too dewy for me not to set it, and I also feel like I need to lighten it to match the rest of my body. So I am going to use a setting powder. So I'm going to drink some coffee, apply the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. Alright, so it's now 6:45 in the morning. The rest of my makeup's on, super basic. If you're wondering what I usually wear to work, it's something like this, except 99% of the times without the liner. I feel like since my face is looking a little dark right now, gotta make the eyes good, you know? So I applied concealer, setting powder under my eyes, and then the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten in Porcelain. I do feel like it helped to lighten it a little bit, but I still feel like the color looks definitely off. So if you're a pale princess, this one is not light enough, unfortunately, but you could try it with a mixer. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm not sure how it mixes and everything. The powder is sitting really nice on top of it. It still looks really dewy. You can see the dew coming through on the forehead, and it doesn't look like I'm wearing really a powder. It doesn't look cakey or anything. Upper lip looks good. No complaints right now. My eyebrows are healing right now, hence why there's like the little white parts to it. It starts to scab on like day 5 usually. And on my lips right now is the Ofra lip liner. What shade is this? In Mauve with Milani's Matte Nude over top. When I was going to an office every day, this lipstick is what I wore pretty much every day. So I will be checking back throughout the day. Alright, so it is now 5:34 p.m. so the foundation's been on for almost 11 hours. I am so exhausted right now. Meeting this morning went really well. Neurologist, not so much. Going in for another MRI, yeah. I feel like I just self-diagnose myself every time. But anyways, let's talk about foundation. For being on for 11 hours, color aside, I think it looks pretty good. Like the finish of it, I'm not as oily as I can be in my T-zone. The thing I like is that it doesn't look like it's really breaking down on my skin to me. Even on my forehead where I'm oily, I feel like it's still on. You know what I mean? It's not bad around my nose. I feel like my bronzer's a little bit gone. This definitely did oxidize and it's definitely too dark. I would not wear this alone again without mixing in something with it. I feel like it's kind of hard for me to judge a foundation 100% when it is too dark for me, just because I feel like since the color's off, it's just hard to, I don't know, it's hard to like it. But color side, just looking at the finish of it and texture and everything, I think it looks pretty dang good for after 11 hours. Since it was super gel-like, I do think this one could work if you have dry skin. If you have super oily skin, I don't know, I feel like this is one that you just have to try out and see how it works on your own skin. Not 100% loving it and not disliking it. I wish it was a little bit more full coverage just because they say that it's full coverage. This definitely isn't full coverage to me. I would say this is more like a medium to high medium coverage in my opinion. I think that's all my thoughts. So if you guys like this video and you're excited about 15 days of foundation, give this video a thumbs up. Tomorrow is day 13. Where are ya? Whoa, today is day 12. Tomorrow is day 13. That's crazy. If you're new here, don't forget to join the Bayrito family and subscribe. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.